It seems that TransDigm sold a part called a non-vehicular clutch disc. You have to excuse how small the image is here, but it's up there on that screen. But if I blew it up much larger, it wouldn't even be to scale, because this disc is only about 3 inches anyway. A pair of jeans can cost $32. Imagine paying over $1,000 for that. But the good news here is that what I've found is that the cost of about 149 of these clutch discs will cost, at cost, is about $4,768, except TransDigm charged the public $215,007. That is a margin of about $210,239. Mr. Howley, are you aware how many doses of insulin we could get for that margin?
I'm not.
In a single payer healthcare system, an insulin dose can cost about $137 a vial. I could have gotten over 1,500 people insulin for the cost of the margin of your price gouging for these vehicular discs alone. The incidence of diabetes, according to the CDC, is about 7 people in 1,000, which means I could have covered the insulin costs of a community of 21,400 people for the cost of your price gouging of the public on a non-vehicular clutch disc alone. I could have sent 21 kids to college. I could have sent 18 toddlers to free preschool for a year in the most expensive city in America. So my question to you is, why should we give you another dime?
It seems to me the government always has the choice of what to buy and what not to buy from us. We believe that we provide the government with well-designed, well-manufactured, high-quality product. We deliver it in a timely fashion, and we support it when there's a problem.
How much competition do you have? How many competitors do you have in this market?
We have I don't know this individual part, just because we make 200,000 parts, but I would say there's almost no product we make where there aren't other alternatives to buy the part.
But it could be one alternative, 2 alternatives, or 1,000 alternatives.
But not 1,000.
Not 1,000.
Some number of alternatives.
So it's not a
always
perfectly
selected originally in a competitive process when the airplane's designed, where we're selected because of our price, our technology, our delivery, our contract terms, whatever.
You know, I find this interesting because this term free market comes up very often, but I don't think people really understand what that means, because so often it's not a free market at all. It's a captive market. It's one where we're forced to choose between 2 to 3 people. Oftentimes in these processes, there is significant argument and there's significant evidence that there's collusion in these markets, that it's not a perfectly competitive market, because a perfectly competitive market requires a large amount of competitors. Today is my lucky day, because for ages, we're consistently told that single-payer healthcare is too expensive. We're told constantly, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for covering the insulin costs of everyday Americans? And I seem to have found part of my answer here today.